Miss, what else we got?
Child support, credit card. All right. If you are paying a bill utilizing income, I'm here to let you know there is another way. Now, of course, you can go ahead and keep doing what you've been doing. All right, you can keep doing what you've been doing, but I'm here to let you know what we're going to read today is going to show you why working to pay a bill or trapping to pay a bill or doing whatever it is you're doing to pay a bill is not necessary because you're supposed to be utilizing the interest that is already sent to you every 30 days. Okay, so again, y'all make sure y'all share. Please make sure y'all share. We don't want nobody to miss this information. Okay, a lot of people have their uh, doubts about it. Okay, which is by human nature natural. Okay, you might have it's some new shit. I get it, and then it's coming from a guy that looked like me. I get it. All right, trust me, I get it. But just close your eyes. If you don't like how I look, if you don't like that I have face tats, if you don't like that I have a neck tat, all right, if you don't like that I have hand tattoos, all right, whatever it is, okay, great, great. All right, but what I want you to do is listen to the information that we go over today. Because what if the universe sent to you something the universe knew you would look down on, but really that was the key to the next step? All right, but you sitting around waiting for somebody to look a certain way to come help you. And that ain't never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen, all right? You don't wanna believe me? Just see. Just look around you. Look how many people are paying bills using income. Oh, you probably telling yourself, man, what is he talking about, man? Duh, we gotta pay bills with income. Exactly. We've been doing things for so long, we just know what we doing is right. That's a bar for you. We've been doing things for so long wrong that we believe that is right. All right? So let's get started. So let me ask y'all a question. Can y'all go ahead and get a bill? Go ahead and grab a bill. Go ahead and grab a bill, y'all. It's gonna be a long live. All right. Go ahead and go grab a bill. All right. Somebody said they make 6 figures. Yeah, none of that stuff matters. You can make 7 figures. I know some people that make 7 figures that don't know this information. Okay, it doesn't matter how much you got. All right, don't matter how much you got. So y'all go ahead and go grab a bill for me. All right, because I like to be I want people to be hands-on so they can kind of have this information in their hand. Okay, so go ahead and grab a bill if you. For those that got a bill, go ahead and comment two. Go ahead and comment two. If you already got the bill, go ahead and comment two. Okay, got your bill, all right. Can we talk about power of attorney? We're going to talk about what I want to talk about today, and that is breaking down a bill. Okay. Because if you got to ask about the power of attorney, the power of attorney is self-explanatory, my friend. All you got to do is read the power of attorney and see what it's saying. That is all. But let's stay on the bill. All right, comment the number 2 if you have your bill. Okay, comment the number 2 if you have your bill. Now, great. All right, great. Now, I've done it live like this before on TikTok, but like I said, none of these lives can be saved. All right. Now, for the folks that have their bills, do you see a balance on that bill? I just want you to comment yes. Because again, y'all, this is some simple information. The most difficult thing is unlearning to relearn. That's the most difficult thing. All right. Now, for y'all that see the balance, can y'all please comment the balance number that you see? I want you to comment the number exactly how you see it. Any symbols in front of it, I want you to comment exactly what you see. All right, somebody said 3319. Somebody said 27814. Okay, somebody said 1,000. All right. Now, let me ask y'all a question. And it's very simple. All right, I just want y'all to release anything you think you know about a bill. All right, because the most difficult thing is looking at something and thinking you know what it is and when you really don't. All right, so let's look at that number. So for a person that has, or somebody says they have $15,000 on the bill. Okay, $15,000 bill, right? Now let me ask you a question. If you had that amount sitting in a savings account, meaning if you seen that same, meaning the same way you see that number, if you seen that in a savings account, how would that make you feel? Felix 88. Now you might have way more money than $15,000. All right, but I'm making an example. Felix is gonna be the example. All right, let me ask you a question. If you had that amount sitting in a savings account, yeah, you will feel great. Exactly, you will feel, man, what? I got 15 bands sitting in the goddamn savings. Yeah, you will feel great. All right. Now let me ask you something, Felix. What if I told you, okay, and what if I also showed you that that number that you see on that bill is actually in a savings account and it's waiting to be transferred? Okay, Felix, do you see the account number somewhere on that bill? Do you see the account number? Do you see the account number anywhere? Now, I know you see the balance. Now, you do see the account number. Boom. All right. So the balance that you see is in a savings, account. You need to transfer that to the account number that you see. All right, I'm gonna say it 2 more times for everybody to hear that. The problem is we need to transfer the balance that we see on the bill. We need to transfer it to the account that we see on the bill. It's called a transfer. Okay? Now, how do I do that? Okay, how do I turn my bill into a check? Okay, because again, this is a transfer. I'm transferring the principal's balance. So that number that you see on your bill, everybody that has your bills out, the number that you see on the bill is the principal's balance. So that's like me calling the bank and like, hey bank, yes, how much money y'all got? And they be like, oh yes, sir, your principal balance is boom, 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 boom. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. If I call my bank and I'm say, hey, how much money I got in my account? With some, now a lot of y'all might not ever heard it put this way, but let me know if some of y'all have heard it. Say, hey, your principal balance is yeah. Look, yeah, Felix, it says ending principal balance. Boom, boom. Appreciate that, Felix. Appreciate that. All right, so Felix, you found the principal's balance. You found the principal's account. Who the hell is the principal? Okay, because y'all, it's an easy code to crack. We just gotta slow down. No, Felix, you're not the principal, Felix. No, Felix. You control the principal. The principal name looks exactly like your name. But the only difference is it's in all caps, basically identifying the fictitious entity. Okay? It's called a fictitious entity. No straw man. No, throw that out, y'all. No. Throw that out. We don't say straw man. That's not a real word. We're going to use our adult words. Okay? It is my estate. Okay? That is my principal. It is my legal fictitious entity. That's my business name. Okay? You got to close your hands and feel it. That's my business name. Exactly. I'm the executor of my estate, not my straw man. That's not real words. Now that's good layman's words when we talking, you know what I'm saying, in the barbershop, you feel me? Hey man, my straw man, But when we start getting moving, we can't use those. We gotta use real contractual words. Why? Because we're in a contract and we've never seen the word straw man in the contract, but we do see the word principal. All right, remember the principal is the name that is on the bill. But wait, a lot of us been looking at the bill, that name, like that's our name when it's not. If my name is John Quincy Smith, all right, and the bill comes in the name of John C. Quincy Smith or Johnson Smith, I'm going to automatically know, okay, they're sending this balance to my principal. I'm the mere agent for my principal. I'm the representative for my principal. If y'all want to know the definition of a principal, it's just a master of a school. Meaning the principal must be the master of the account. So if I control the master, that means I can control that balance. And I want to express that I want that balance to get transferred to the account so the account can be credited so I can keep living happily. Okay? Y'all, that is what I'm doing it. But that's what a lot of people is not doing. Now, I didn't know this outside of 4 years ago. Okay? Now, granted, I wasn't born into this information. I had to learn this information. Okay? I had to learn this information. Yes, we control the master trust account. Okay? In God we trust. The gods are us and we control trusts. Oh, a trust is just a business entity. That is all. That is all. That is all a trust is. You can create your trust yourself, or you can do the trust online. It's all it is an EIN number. You don't get a trust number. That is it, y'all. A lot of these guys be making this shit way more difficult than what it is. Okay? So yeah, Felix, your Bank of America card note. Let me explain that to you. When you went to Bank of America, meaning you were the creditor at the time, you walked to Bank of America. Well, my bad. You probably walked to a dealership who did business with Bank of America. So you went to that dealership and said, I want that car right there. All right. They was like, okay, you must apply. But what the hell are we applying? Think about it, family, because a lot of us just do things. Well, I applied for the car. Whoa. Let's bring it back some. What did we apply? If I slap somebody for saying some stupid shit, what did I just apply? I applied the smack. Okay? So if I go to the dealership and I give them an application, what did I just apply? What did I just apply? They be like, we gotta run your social. We have to run your social. Now, a lot of us think they're talking about I don't know if I can say that. A lot of us think they're talking about a damn social credit score. All right? No. Now, that person that's asked you that probably is, but that's not the nature of the game. Okay? You're applying your credit card, your social. You're applying your credit card, your social, meaning before you submitted the application, what did you have to give? Your first name, last name, social security card number. That's like somebody saying, hey man, give me your credit card information. And you was like, okay, my name is da 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 da. And my card number is and here, yes, you have my permission to utilize this. Not saying it's a bad thing, family. I don't want y'all to think it's a bad thing. It's only a bad thing if we don't know what to do with it, is what I'm saying. The bad part comes when we submit this and we don't know that we're supposed to get something back. That's the problem. All right. So, yes, credit score, it never mattered, y'all. If credit score wasn't around always, mean it doesn't damn matter. When you read the Bill of Exchange Act, it never talks about a credit score. By golly, if you read any damn act, any law, it never says nothing about a credit score. Okay? All right? So, but back to it, Felix. So when you went to that dealership, you gave them your application. I mean, you gave them that credit card information with that application. Now, this is the part where we're going to read. All right, so make sure y'all pull y'all second device out or whatever it is you can. All right, because I'm about to read. They think I'm scamming, I be making shit up, and we just don't know what we talking about. Okay, we gonna go to Federal Reserve, and it's people following that already know what we about to go to, because they already know. It's the same shit over and over and over and over. Federal Reserve Section 16. Federal Reserve Section 16. Everybody is under the Federal Reserve Act. If you're dealing with Federal Reserve notes, you're under the Federal Reserve Act. If you're accepting applications, you're under the Federal Reserve Act. Whether you know it or not, ignorance of the law is no excuse. All right, so we at Federal Reserve Section 16. I'm going to give y'all a couple minutes to pull that up. All right. Federal Reserve Section 16. Okay. All right. Now, again, you don't got to believe nothing that I'm talking about right now. Again, you can keep working to pay the bills. Trust me, but we already know what that life is like, okay? So ain't nothing, nobody's doing nothing that we don't know about. Only difference is you're making a little bit more money, but let me tell you what happened when you applied to that job. All right, it's really voluntary slavery, to be honest with you. You know how we be like, F them, F the government, F them, they making us work for them. No, they don't. There is no law that says you got to go work. It's a bunch of uninformed people screaming about their pain and suffering when these same people is the reason of their pain and suffering. There are literally acts and laws out here that's placed for us to utilize. But we want to bicker amongst each other talking about how high something is. Man, we work for our own money when you're working for a job. And it's like people don't really know what that means. But don't worry. Welcome to the live. I'm going to show you. All right, so we at Federal Reserve Section 16. All right, it should say notes issued. All right, federalreserve.gov, meaning it's not no damn blog. All right, it's not no social media. Okay, this is a government website. All right, why should we read it from a government website? Because we control government names. All right, do all y'all know about the government name? The government name is the principal. We control the government name. That's why I said, what is your government name? They're actually, what is your estate's name? What is the name of your estate? All right, for all y'all that's trying to give back your social security card, I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Okay, all right, we on Federal Reserve Section 16. All right, I'm not gonna read the first one. I'm gonna read the second one. I'm at part 2 for time purposes. All right, part 2. It says applications for notes by a Federal Reserve Bank. Okay, so let's read. It says any Federal Reserve Bank. So what is the Federal Reserve Bank? Do you control the government name? Yes. When you operate business, aren't you giving that government's name's financial information? Yes. So doesn't that make you a Federal Reserve Bank? Yes. Okay. Yes. You're a part of the Federal Reserve System. That's why they said any Federal Reserve Bank. That they didn't just specify which. They said any. Right? Meaning you have to have the capacity to know that they're talking about you. Meaning they're not going to call your phone, Melinda, and say, Melinda, you a Federal Reserve Bank, come get your credits. No, Melinda. Your job will call you and say, Melinda, are you coming into work today? We need you. I know you called off, but we're going to need you today. It's kind of mandatory. All right, they said any Federal Reserve Bank may make application to the local Federal Reserve agent. Who is the local Federal Reserve agent? The CFO of the bank that accepts that application. Let me say it again. The Federal Reserve agent is the CFO of the financial institution that accepts, you gotta hit a verbiage, accepts your application. Okay? All right? So it says any Federal Reserve Bank may make application to the local Federal Reserve agent for such amount of Federal Reserve notes hereinbefore provided for as it may require. It says such application shall, not may. It says shall. Now, if you know the words, that's what I'm saying. You got to know how Congress is talking right now. Okay? And you can't be looking at this like some black and white shit because you don't get lost in all that low IQ mumbo jumbo. Okay? You got to look for what they're saying. All right, it says shall. It says Such application shall be accompanied with a tender to the local Federal Reserve agent. Now, my question to you, Felix. My question to you. And I think I know this answer in my brother or sister, if that's a woman. All right? We all fell deceptive as well because we didn't know. All right? But let me ask you this. When you gave them that application, Felix, did you accompany that application with a tender of payment? Because this is the reason why a lot of things happen, y'all. This is the reason why a lot of things happen. If I give somebody a blank check and don't tell them what to do with it, if I just go around giving people my social security and I don't tell them what to do with it and I just walk away, okay? All right? Meaning the application must be accompanied. It must be accompanied. You can't just give your social. That's not enough. Yes, you gave your social already, but did you accompany it with a tender of payment? No. No. Because if you did, that means you wouldn't be coming out of your pocket to pay it. You would have instructed them to utilize the credits and pay on the account in full. Instead of me paying month to month, why would I do that if I have the power to accept the balance in full? The problem is we're not accepting the balance. We're paying the balance. So when a guy like me hop on here and say, stop worrying about paying the bill and learn how to perform the bill. I know I sound crazy as hell. All right, because I have actually read. Now, crazy when a reader sounds crazy to non-readers. That is the society we're in right now. The reader sounds crazy to the non-readers. It was orchestrated like that. If we can get to a point where the readers sound crazy, our job is done. And when folks like me get out here and say, hey, y'all, it's right here, they be like, Cap, they don't have any proof. It's like if I showed you proof, do you know what it would look like? I show you a zero account. Does it say the bill was endorsed? For anybody that got Remedy, when you get Remedy, does it say, hey, by way of endorsement? Does it say that, family? For anybody that got Remedy, all right, what does it say when it go through? Yeah, it just says payment. Thank you. Successfully paid. Thank you, paid. I remember I stopped showing my shit when I used to show somebody. They was like, "How do I know this is real?" The screenshot. I was like, "Oh hell no, I ain't." Oh, okay, bet. I can't win. All right, now when I show my students wins, they be like, "Yeah, he can show his students, but he don't never show his." You can't win. You know what I'm saying? You can't win. All right. So let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. So it says any Federal Reserve Bank, meaning our principal, may make application to the local Federal Reserve agent for such amount of the Federal Reserve notes hereinbefore provided for as it may require. It says such application shall be accompanied with a tender to the local Federal Reserve agent, meaning the CFO. It says of collateral any amount equal to the sum of Federal Reserve notes thus apply for. Meaning whatever you apply for, that's how much that application is worth, family. We are the creditors, the banks are the borrowers. We are the creditors, the banks are the borrowers. We are the creditors, the banks are the borrowers. A lot of people say, how can I gain this information? Doing what I'm doing right now, my brother. Reading. There are no templates. It's reading and more reading and more reading and more reading and more reading. Then I go roll up some more gas and I read some more. I read some more and then I go to sleep. I wake up. All right. I eat something and then I read some more. I had to read some more and read some more and I just kept reading till certain things clicked. And that's what weeds a lot of people out. Some folks think they can half read it. Some people think they can just get a class. Some people think they can read it once and think they know what to do. Some people say, oh man, this is too much. I'm just going back to work. It's not for everybody. Okay? I used to ask like, hey man, what do I do? What do I do? And then when people just kept saying, read. I'm like, damn, let me go read. And by golly, majiggers, I started reading and voila, doors just started flying open. All right, doors just like, damn, let me click on this link. Oh, damn. What? The bank is the borrower? They have powers and duties to give interest? What? You mean tell me the Bill of Exchange Act tells me what to do with my damn bill? What? What? You mean tell me the only way to pay a bill is with interest? You mean tell me the bank is supposed to pay interest? Well, who's supposed to tell the bank they're supposed to pay interest? Oh my goddamn, it's me. I never told the bank to pay the damn interest. I never collected my debts. I'm the debt collector. By golly, I haven't been collecting my debts. That's like a plug fronting work and never collecting his money from his runners. Man, what? You better bring me my money now. What, big worm? Hey, but you know, we can't do things like that in business, family. It's a way, it's a rules and procedure how to do this. I'm just kind of giving it to you in layman's terms. All right, but that's the type of analogy that you got to take with this. But now you can't call up to your own like, give me my money, give me my securities. You sound like a teenager that think they know everything. All right, you got to remember, you're going from minor to teenager to adult. You don't go from minor straight to adult. A lot of people are stuck in that teenager. Y'all remember when we were teenagers and we thought we knew everything? We thought our parents didn't know shit. They used to tell us, man, I did everything you did. Like, man, whatever, Dad, you lame. You don't know what I know. You don't know what's going on. You. All right, and there's a lot of people that's like that. They learn this and they start calling people, cussing them out. Like, man, sit down, teenager. All right, yeah, you got to put that paperwork in. All right, yeah, they barking up the wrong damn tree. And then they blame guys like me. That shit don't work. I tried it. All right, well, loser, pack it up and go home. Go back to work then. Okay? That's why I be saying, yo, they losers. And people be mad at me like, well, I'm not about to give these losers no shine, no voice. Like, what? If I see something like, man, shut up, loser. You didn't read. All right? All non-readers are losers. Now, if you're a non-reader now, you fall in that category. You can be a loser now and be a winner tomorrow. I was a loser too. All right? But until I started doing winner shit, and the winner gonna study. All right, you know, all the good teams study. They study their opponents. All right, they study the rules and regulations. All right, because it be the little small advantages that you want in your opponent that win the ball game. All right. Now a lot of y'all don't really, y'all don't look at no film. You just want to go do shit. You just want to go fucking play ball. You just want to go out there and try to use your skill. You ain't got no goddamn skill. All right. You got to read this information, y'all. Meaning you're going from baby mode to teenager to adult capacity. All right. This is all about capacity. All right. So let's keep reading. So it says that the collateral security thus offered shall be notes, drafts, bills of exchange. Pause right there. Now, I've just located bill of exchange in a whole nother act. I have literally located bill of exchange this is the Federal Reserve Act, by the way. They're talking about bills of exchange. So why wouldn't I go to the Bill of Exchange Act? Y'all see what I'm saying? They literally, that's how you cross-reference. Okay, I done seen the Bill of Exchange Act of Federal Reserve that talks about the application. That lets me know the Bill of Exchange Act is coupled with the damn application. All right, we on Federal Reserve Section 16, Part 2. Yeah, the people keep asking me, what books? What books? Ain't no damn books. I'm reading the law. You don't get more direct than reading the law. Folks want laws for dummy books. That's what people want. People, hey, dude, is there a book out there that I can read that better break down? They don't break this shit down for children, y'all. This is for adults. This is not for children. This is not to be dumbed down. Because the contract can't be dumbed down. You see what I'm saying? Imagine if they dumb down and then you try to go forth and try to enforce things, but you coming from a dumb lens and your opposition is coming from the correct lens. You're going to lose every time. That's why they can't teach you from a dumb lens. Now, I teach it I can tell you the lamest part of things, but when work starts put in, y'all, it's law. It ain't no layman shit. All right, straight law. You got to use law words. You can't use that mumbo jumbo straw man shit. Somebody said, where does it say that the Bill of Exchange Act or the Section K Act correlates with the U.S.? But brother, what are you talking about? So who is the Bill of Exchange Act for? While you think about that, I'm gonna keep reading. All right. So it says the collateral security thus offered shall be notes, drafts, bill of exchange, or acceptance acquired under Section 10A, 10B, 13, or 13A of this Act, or bills of exchange endorsed by a member bank of any Federal Reserve district and purchased under the provision of Section 14 of this Act, or banker's acceptance purchased under the provision of said Section 14, or gold certificates, or special drawings right certificates, or any obligations which are direct obligations of, listen to this, or are fully guaranteed as to principal and interest. Okay, so meaning our principal is guaranteed interest. All right, guaranteed interest. So that lets you know the bank's supposed to pay the principal interest. That brings us back to the bill. All right, these banks, these financial institutions do pay interest. They pay it every first of the month. Hey, we sent you a bill. What are you gonna do with it? You got 7 days to. If you don't do nothing with the bill, what they say? This bill is overdue, meaning their payment is overdue. What the fuck you gonna do with it, Henry? Henry, are you gonna accept this in the back, or are you gonna pay on it? What you gonna do, Henry? Henry out trying to go find the money. Henry out working. Henry out stressing. Henry trying to find out how to go pay the bill that's $400 when all he got to do is accept it and transfer it back. Now, again, you're not going to learn this on a Zoom. I know y'all like, well, can you tell us how to do that? No, child. You got to learn what's going on. Okay? It's not that easy. How long is the process? However long it takes. Look, what kind of question is that, man? What? How long is the process? Some people have been 15 years on this hunt. Some people don't even take less than 30 days. But that has nothing to do with you, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's... And again, no offense. That's a minor question. Like, how long am I going to take? Because people want to see, gauge it. Like, oh, if it takes too long, then shit. Why even ask that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you got to do that's more important? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I told my kids, mama, hey, man, these rights is more important than my kids. Okay? Straight up. All right? It's more important than anybody. My rights is important than anybody. I can't be a great dad not knowing my damn rights. Man, I'm going to tell my kids, go get a job. Go find a good career. Okay, what? All right, but let's get ready. All right, this is my favorite part of this. It says, in no event shall, y'all remember that word shall? It says, in no event shall such collateral security be less than the amount of Federal Reserve notes applied for. Meaning, your application was the secured collateral if you sent in a tender of payment. Now, if you didn't do it before, can you do that now? Yes. Did it ever say anything about a time frame of doing this? Did it? Nope. Never say, never not one time said it's a time frame. Now, ideally, you want to do this at negotiations. All right. But yes, correct, Desi. You got the right to redress. You got the right to redress. Yeah, I hope that pocket watching dude watching. Because this is the same smoke he about to get on Friday. I was like, man, this is too easy. These people I gotta go against? No, non-reader? What? All right. So your application is equal to whatever it is you applied for. I'm gonna say it again. Your application is worth whatever it is you apply for. So if that house was 100,000, guess how much your application was? 100,000. All right. If your car was 50,000, guess how much your application was? 50,000. The only thing that's waiting is for you to tender the payment. Tender the payment. All right, let's Google this right quick. What does tender payment means? What? Because everything is Googleable. What does tender payment mean? Payment at common law. A tender of payment is essentially an offer by the maker of the note to pay his obligation to the holder when it becomes due. Pause. Does anybody know who the maker is? Felix, let me ask you a question. Who's the maker? Who's the maker? Yeah, I'm the voice for consumer law. Who said that he come for all teachers? No, just yeah, I'm the voice for him. Even though a lot of them consumer law folks don't know what they talking about either, so I kind of agree with them. But I'm a stand up. All right, who's the maker? No, the grantor? No, it's not the maker. God, our maker. No. break, break it down, yeah. The maker is the drawer. You are no. No, we're not the makers. Who's the drawer? Exactly. Who's the drawer? Who's the drawer? Bank of America sends me a bill. Who's the drawer? Who's the drawer? The banks. Exactly. The bank is the maker of the bill because they're the one that has to pay. Let's read. It says here, an offer by the maker. Isn't an offer meaning I'm giving you something? So Felix, isn't that Bank of America saying, Felix, I'm giving you 15,000? Because it says an offer by the maker of the note to pay his obligation because the banks are paying interest. The banks are the issuers. The banks are the drawers. So it says pays obligation to the holder. Felix, aren't you holding that bill? That makes you the holder. The holder is the one that receives the funds. Ah. The holder is not the one that's supposed to pay the funds. And that's what we've been doing, family. We've been going to work. We've been trapping. We've been robbing, scamming, whatever it is you do to pay a bill. You don't got to do that shit no more. Okay, you don't got to do that no more. All right, so let's look up the definition of a holder. What is a holder? What is a holder? A holder. Okay, I'm going to say holder in due course. All right, a holder in due course is any person who receives or holds a negotiable instrument such as a check or a promissory note in good faith and in exchange for value. All right. So they let you know the holder is the one that receives the funds. Remember what a drawer is. Let's look up what a drawer is. Remember, we're on Google. This shit's Googleable. All right. What is a drawer? Definition of a drawer. Okay, man, in accounting. All right. The drawer is the individual organization that writes a check or creates a bill of exchange that instructs the drawee to distribute funds to the payee. All right, so hold on. Somebody asked me about CFPB. Man, fuck the CFPB. What? He on the investigation right now. Fuck them for right now. All right, nah, we don't gotta use CFPB. All right, so what is a drawee? Let's see what the drawee is. The person or organization, typically a bank, who must pay a draft or bill. What is an example of a drawee? A drawee is the person or entity that pays the holder of a check or draft. Okay, the true definition of a pay, y'all, is the one that receives the payment. I see Google trying to switch us up right here. All right, I see, because there's a drawer and there's a drawee. The drawer is the maker, is also the issuer that makes the, meaning in Felix's situation, the banks. All right, the banks is the one that's issuing the credits out. All right, out of our estates, but they gotta pay us. They pay us every first of the month. That's why all our bills are always in the positives. They're paying their debts. The problem is we're not accepting these debts as the payee. We're not moving in the payee's capacity. We're not accepting these and informing them, hey, yes, we want to use these credits for the account. That's the missing communication. We're out working and literally coming out of our pocket to pay bills. All right, I know that sounds crazy as hell, but literally, y'all, that is the law. This is how it's supposed to go. All right, this is a consumer credit transaction, meaning you're not supposed to be using cash to pay on something that's already utilized with your credit. Okay? All right? So again, you are the government if you have a government name. That's why I asked you, what is your government name? Because you're a part of this Federal Reserve System, meaning we need you to be informed for this to go accordingly. If everybody don't know what's going on, that's why recessions hit. When you think you don't got no money and you can't go buy something, okay, that's when recessions come. You're not buying anymore. When everybody thinks it's recession, people stop buying. That's why the system crashes. Okay? Meaning, why are people not utilizing their rights to credit? Okay? Imagine that. You have a right to credit. You don't have a right to be poor. You have a right to all your basic needs. Roof over your head, transportation, food. So when I got on there talking about, oh, everybody's supposed to have food stamps, people was like, oh, I'm supposed to quit my 6-figure job to get free food. Yes, you goofy. Yes. 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 All right. Because just like we read, the application is worth whatever you apply for, whatever you're getting paid. They already got that off of your application, especially if you're working at a big business. We ain't talking about these little mom and pop corporations. No offense. We're talking about big business. If you work for a big corporation, your application is going to the Federal Reserve and getting securitized. All right. You're getting paid out of your own account. Your 401k ain't nothing but your money matching your money. All right. And you getting paid out of your own account. Yes. All right. And you can go ahead and say, no, it ain't. Go. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. People have did it way before. You ain't doing nothing rare. People be trying to have this rare, I got my finance together, I'm gonna get this 401k. Like, shut up. That's not real. Okay? You did not read nothing. Anybody told you about there ain't no motherfucking 401k act. Is it? I don't think so. Somebody asked about a W4 sandwich. Did you read a law that said do the W4 sandwich? Folks just be following people. What law says you got to do a W4 process? Nowhere. We're going off of what we are reading. We have seen the word endorsement. We've seen the word bill of exchange. We've seen the word Federal Reserve Act. Okay? We've seen what we can and can't do. Everybody about to start asking a bunch of, hey, what about this? What about this? What about it? Did you read that anywhere? If you ain't read it nowhere, don't comment it. Keep those uninformed thoughts to yourself. We're not here for the hearsay. Keep it to yourself. If you didn't read it nowhere, if you can't pull up the law yourself, go to the person that told you about that. Go to the person that told you. All right? All right, so let's keep going. So again, a drawer is the corporation that you gave your application to, and they're sending you the bill. They're paying you as the payee because you're the representative for the payee. Remember, the payee is the consumer. The payee is the consumer. You're not the consumer. You control the consumer. The consumer is the government name. That's why it starts with we the people. But they're talking about in commerce, in business, we the people. Y'all gotta remember, in God we trust, meaning we're the gods and we control consumers. Okay, we can control consumers when we do business. Now we gotta have capacity to be able to control our consumer because our consumer might get a little crazy out there, start knocking shit down. All crimes is commercial. Our consumer might get pulled over by pirates. Okay, consumer getting hit with debt violations and shit. So we gotta be able to step in as the competent party and be like, oh, wait a minute, what did my boy do? Hold on, now I'm here on his behalf. All right, let's go ahead and transfer those credits over to that account. We go ahead and get it paid off. All right, that's the mindset, okay? That's the mindset you gotta have because you're doing nothing but controlling a remote control avatar. All right, every time you go into business, you're not giving them your name, you're giving them your government name. Okay, that's why they associate everything with your social. Even when you go to job, they be like, we need to do a damn background check. There's no such thing as fucking background checks. Okay, they're taking your social and securitizing on it if it's a huge company. All right. The IRS isn't hunting you. The IRS is your goddamn friend. They're trying to tell you, hey, man, accept the bill that's being sent to you. While you're running from the tax bill, they're trying to say, hey, get your goddamn money. Get your money. And folks running for that motherfucker. I can't pay this. Oh no, I need to find me a tax consolidation company. Oh my gosh, they trying to hit me. Man, fuck their taxes. Fuck the IRS. Whole time it's a damn bill and positive. All you gotta do is transfer it. Accept and transfer it. What? IRS is your goddamn friend. They the one that audit your accounts for you. What? They got a whole damn remittance department. Because we've been told, F the government. All right, but the same people that told us that didn't read nothing. Those same people that led us to believe that the government was against us was the same people that ain't read nothing. Ain't read nothing. I can't follow non-readers. I don't give a damn what was said. Okay, I don't, man, what? I can't follow non-readers. All right, that gets people nowhere. Yeah, people be scared. They go, I don't want to get audited. Well, you should be doing good business then, because the IRS is good to the good guys, but they bad to the bad guys. That's why a lot of companies be like, oh man, the IRS, are you having trouble with the IRS? We don't want to have to get the IRS involved, because they doing shady business. Shady business. Yeah, I had to put that how to breed cute little puppies, because, you know, they gonna try to take my post down if I say something else. Yeah, it's a lot of non-readers. All right, so all bills. Okay, we're talking about all bills, family. As you can see, they never specified what type of application. They didn't say a house application. They didn't say only on car application. They didn't say only on certain applications. They said any applications. Where am I pulling my information from? Government websites. We just read the Federal Reserve Section 16, Part 2. Even IRS bills, yeah. Why would IRS bills be different? You see how we'll create something that's not there. We gotta read it for what it says. What does that IRS bill say? Don't they say there's an amount that's due? Is it in positive? It's the same thing, Felix. Felix, you can call them. They're not going to know what you're talking about. Felix, you don't call them and say, "Hey, I want to use this." No, Felix, no. That's not how you work. You see how we're quick. I'm gonna call them tomorrow. I know. It sounds easy, but no. Okay. Now remember, we gotta learn this first before we make moves. Remember, that's the. Yeah, I know we get excited. I'm like, I'm about to call these motherfuckers right now. And then we call them. Then you be talking to somebody named Rebecca. Rebecca be on the phone like, Felix, I don't know what you're... Felix, I don't... You know why she don't know? Because she don't know. She's at work. So clearly she don't know what you will be saying if you say this. All right? So I know, like I said, that's the, and again, we got to go from minors to teenagers to adults, because once we see something like, man, I'm about to go get my money. But there's a way to doing it, and you can't do it over the phone. Okay, you can't do it over the phone. All right, there's a rules of procedures you have to send in writing. Okay, you got to say, not mean write it, mean beep, 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 beep. And you have to instruct them on what to do with the principal balance. Okay? It's about instructing your workers on what to do with your principal's balance. Now you gotta remember, you gotta give them a deadline, because when you instruct some people, you gotta give them a deadline, because if you don't, they're not going to do it when you want them to do it. Okay? Or you can send it to a district trustee. Or you can send it to the CFO. Okay? All right? But, yes, you want to give them a deadline. All right? You want to instruct them what to do with the principal's balance. Now, trust and believe, fam, I'm not saying this for y'all to get off this live right now and start typing up and start sending things in, family. Trust and believe, you're not going to get nowhere. All right, you're not going to get nowhere, okay? You really got to know what's going on. It takes time. You're not going to learn this overnight. You're going to get very excited a bunch of times. You're also going to get discouraged a bunch of times. All right, because it looks like it's right there in front of you, and then it's like somebody keep moving the goalpost back. It's like, damn, man, I'm right there. You feel like you right there, but in all actuality, you far as hell. It's like a mirage. A lot of people think Remedy be right there. All right, they think it's right there. Like, man, I read this already. I read this. I know what's going on. And they think it's so simple. And then a month go by, 2 months go by, 3 months go by, 6 months, 8 months, a year go by, still no remedy. By this point, this person probably got just too discouraged. They probably stopped. They probably go find some other means, get into crypto, get into trading, some shit like that. All right. So what do you do? All right. First thing you do is you have to read, family. The more you read, the more you can achieve. All right. And I know this shit sound cliche, but that is real as hell. All right. The more you read, the more you can achieve. All right. Reading the Federal Reserve Act Section 16. Reading the Bill of Exchange Act. All right. So let me go here right quick. We're all gonna go to 12 USC 1431. 12 USC 1431. 12 USC 1431. Yo, always read. I still read, y'all. It's never a point where it's gonna be like, how long do I gotta read? Hey, that's like asking somebody, hey man, how long do I gotta breathe before I die? Cause that's how I'll be hearing. I'm like, what do you mean how long you gotta read? Like what? It's like I say, how long do I gotta breathe? Like, do you wanna be alive? All right. Then you need to keep breathing. All right. Just like reading. Do you want to be alive? Because right now you're counted as naturally dead if you're not doing what you're supposed to do. They've already wrote you off. When you was 18, from the point of 18 all the way to 25, if you didn't come forth on any of your accounts, right now on record, you're naturally dead. All right. Or they may say, hey, you're lost at sea, and they got the state controlling your estate. So when you die, the state gets everything until somebody in your family comes forth and express, hey, we're coming forth to claim the interest and equity on behalf of that estate. But how many families know that? Okay, how many families know that? Okay. All right, so we at 12 USC 1431. 12 USC 1431. The bank called my POA a sovereign citizen POA. That's fine then. They can say anything. But you gotta remember, how do you interpret it? They can't tell you what you are. You see what I'm saying? You tell them what you are. And if they don't abide by that, you have to enforce. It's not about just sending documents in. They gonna say a bunch of things. They gonna be like, oh yeah, this not right, and your shit could be totally right. Folks be like, hey man, they said this. What should I change so they can accept it? They're never gonna accept it, y'all. They're never gonna. You can be the most beautiful woman in the goddamn world. Okay, you could be the most beautiful, whatever. It can be You can have all your paperwork nicely, crisply placed, the neatest it ever been put together before. All right, it doesn't matter. They're going to say no. Why? Because you haven't been doing it that way. So first of all, they don't even know that way. You see what I'm saying? So it's a wake-up call for everybody. Yeah, it's definitely a fight for words. You can't let them tell you who you are. Okay, if they call me a sovereign citizen, okay, I'll respond to them saying, hey, I am not a sovereign citizen, and I would love you if you do not call me that. I'm very offended by you calling me that label. I never not once said that I was that. I merely said that I was the representative for the principal. I came forth to transfer the principal's balance to the principal's account on behalf of the principal. All right, and I want this way of, and I'm accepting this negotiable instrument to tender the payment to set off the account for the entire you can say the entirety of the contract. All right, or you can say for the remainder of the contract. Yeah, you can say you offended. If you offended, you got to say that. All right, a lot of people think it's like, man, I don't want to be a Karen. No, man, this is when your Karen card comes out. I'd be like, you called me a what? Did you just call me a sovereign citizen? What? You called me a what? Man, what? I wish I get so offended. All right, because that's not what I am. I'd be like, I'm a law-abiding consumer. Okay? I am not a sovereign citizen. Okay? I'm here to enforce my rights. Okay? I'm here to enforce my goddamn rights. Okay? Look, somebody done said, how much can you transfer into your account? I know it's millions available. What transfer are you talking about, my brother? Or my sister, whoever. I didn't see what it was, but what you talking about? You got to use the credits to pay the account. There is no, I'm transferring this money to my account, because y'all got to remember, there's no real such thing as cash, family. All right? Cash is not supposed to be utilized anymore. It's only still being utilized because people are still utilizing it. All right? People still utilizing it. Okay, but there is no account where, hey, I'm gonna transfer those millions and put it in my Bank of America. It's not like that. Yeah, I know. And if anybody's teaching that, y'all, trust and believe, they ain't got no remedy. Everything is credit. Everything is because everything is paid to you for you to have the capacity to transfer it back. We break the code when it gets transferred to us, and we be like, you see what I'm saying? All right, you gotta remember, there's elements to a contract. One of the most important elements to a contract or an agreement is valuable consideration. All right, valuable consideration, meaning once they send us our valuable consideration every month, if we accept it and transfer it and they don't accept it, that's fine and dandy, because per the law, it says that it's accepted, rather it's dishonored or not. Okay? And that's the beautiful thing about this, meaning they can't stop nothing. Y'all remember when T.I. grabbed his son and said, you can't do shit with me. Y'all remember he did that to his son? You can't do shit with me. That's how you need to feel, because they can't do shit with us when we know what's going on. Okay? No, y'all put those 1099s down for y'all get locked the fuck up, please. Okay? Put them shits down. All right? There is an easier way. Put them shits down, okay? Put them shits down. Put them shits down. Folks really think a 1099 process is one document. If you sent one document to the IRS, you going to fucking jail. Okay? You going to motherfucking jail. All right? Because clearly people don't know that there's a 1099 series. You must know the series, my friend. There's not just one. Okay? No, I did not use a 1099. Endorsed and enforced. That's what I did. I endorsed and I enforced. All right? That's what I did. Because the law don't say nothing about a 1099. Yeah, the law don't say nothing of the application. The Federal Reserve don't say nothing about a 1099. They said they don't accept conditional payments. Who is they? And how can you let them tell you what they gonna take from the owner? That's like you walk into your house and your kid said, Mama, get the fuck out of here. God, that doesn't even make sense. How they gonna tell you? Oh, that's Mr. J. My bad, brother. My bad, brother. But yeah, okay, that's like you walking into the house and your kid saying, Dad, get the fuck out, Dad. Yeah, they're under it. Rather they know it or not. That's why we must know what's going on. We can't be asking them how it's supposed to go. That's like asking a worker, hey, worker, how should I, the owner, run my business? No, I was just scaring y'all. You're not gonna get in trouble if you said 1099. I'm just fucking with y'all. You're not gonna get in trouble. But if you keep sending them wrong, you will get in trouble. All right. But yeah, whatever you sent, leave it alone. Leave that shit alone. Send a letter to IRS, say I made a mistake. Please disregard the last filings I just did. Straight up. That's what you can do though. You can say, hey, this pertaining to the filing that I did it incorrectly. I made a mistake. Can y'all please disregard that? The IRS is your friend, family. Did y'all know that there is a form called a Form 911? I didn't do this live to talk about taxes, but I'm just kind of tell you. Did you know that there's a form 911? Y'all just look it up. Just look up tax form 911. Okay. All right. But anyway, back to what we was talking about. All right. So enforce, endorse. Yeah, there's a lot of things folks ain't never heard of. There's a lot of things. All right. That's why I'm saying this is abundance of information out here for us to learn. Okay, that's why for those that be saying, "Hey, I done did it all," like, man, you have did nothing if you not have lived life through your rights. Yes, you have did everything living life without your rights, but see what life looks like utilizing your rights. Totally different. Okay, and this goes for all bills, y'all. All right, it's not about getting rid of a mortgage. You have to accept the mortgage, my friend. It's not about getting rid of bills. It's about accepting the bills. We have to look at it totally different. It's not something we're running away from, family. It's something that we need to love dearly. All right, make love to them bills. Okay? I try to tell somebody like, overstanding all this, you have to understand business is a very polyamorous situation. All right, because you got a relationship with your phone bill, you got a relationship with your car note, you got a relationship with your lease, you got a relationship with your child support, whatever it is. All right, you got a relationship with all these different accounts, and you got to satisfy each and every account separately. Man, I got to satisfy my mortgage. I got to satisfy my car note. There's a performance that needs to be done. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of car notes. All right, these bills are supposed to be accepted. When they're not accepted, that means it never was delivered. That means those credits go abandoned. Okay, that means, oh, my bad, I done got off task. That means those credits go abandoned, but back to 12 USC 1431. My bad, family. My bad. 12 USC 1431. It says powers and duties of banks. It says the bank's number one power and duty is to borrow money. Pause. 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 So if the bank's very first duty in any transaction is to borrow, what are they borrowing? What are they borrowing? Because all we got is y'all, when we really ask the right question, because you can ask a billion damn questions. If you don't ask the right question, y'all ever seen that movie, what was it? I Am Legend? Y'all remember when he had the little thing, the machine of his professor that died, and when he hit it, the professor, like the hologram come, and he'll ask some questions, he'll be like, that's not the right question, but as soon as he asks the right questions, he'll go away, meaning, yes, now go find the answer. All right, that's exactly how this shit is, y'all. You could ask a bunch of non-relevant questions, okay, and it gets you nowhere. All right, but asking the right question, meaning when a bank borrows, what are they borrowing? They're not borrowing the down payment. No, the down payment doesn't even exist. That's like some extra shit. That doesn't even supposed to exist. That's some extra shit. I know everybody has probably paid a down payment, but that's some extra shit. That's not even supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? That's just taking candy from a baby. All right, so yes, the application is what they borrowed. Did it say that they were owners? Did it say they were creditors? Did they say that they was lenders? It said their first duty was to damn borrow. So if they're borrowing, who's giving them something? Who gave them something? What are they borrowing? Who's the creditor if they're the borrowers? Yeah, the banks are the middleman. Yeah. Very smart middleman too. You ever seen a middleman flip one and make five? Flip five and make 30? Flip 30 and make 80? What the best middleman we've ever seen. The best middleman we've ever seen. All right. So what they borrow is our applications. Remember, that applications has the government name on there, correct? Right. Now, who's the owners of those government names? Who's the living soul that walked their ass through them doors and applied? That was the creditor. That was the grantor. How can we find how much the application is worth? Goddess, we already read how much the application is worth. We read Federal Reserve Section 16, Part 2. It tells us exactly how much any application is worth. Somebody say I can walk and point out a car and drive off? Hell no. Yes, if you know what's going on, but asking that question, hell no. You got a long way to go. You got a long way to go. You got to get your shirt dirty. All right, you got a long way to go. All right, so borrowing money. All right, first thing they do borrow is our application. They take that money, mean that application, they borrow that application, they go to the Federal Reserve and they cash it into the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve then gives that bank, the middleman, though that line of credit, and that middleman is supposed to go back to the consumer and say, hey, Mr. or Mrs., we have your line of credit right here. Okay? All right. So it says each federal home loan bank shall have power subject to rules and regulations prescribed by the director to borrow and give security, therefore, and to pay interest. So the banks pay interest, family. The banks pay interest, family. The banks pay interest. And how do they pay interest? They pay it every first of the month. Some of the most reliable workers you'll ever have. They gonna have your money right there. Okay, every first of the month. They don't play about them bills, do you? Because we've been looking at it wrong. I'm looking at this like a plug, and I got one of the most reliable runners ever. They bring me my money every first of the month. Okay? Now, rather they accept that, now that's another thing. Okay? But every first of the month, they send me a coupon. Even if they don't send me a coupon, there is some type of payment processor that they're using that I can print the bill off somewhere. Everybody keeps saying, hey, what if the bill is online? Print it off. Print it off. That's why they have computers. That's why they got printers. Print the bill off. Or the U.S. is responsible for all debts. We are the U.S. That's why it's called the government name. That is the government. That is the U.S. that's obligated to accept the debt. Every debt is good. Y'all were looking at it totally wrong. Trust me, you're going to have to throw out whatever somebody... And that's the hardest part. Because every time we learn something, we'll still add in how we felt prior to us learning this information. We'll be like, okay, yeah, they're like, no, they're not. We are the government. Who are the government, y'all? Y'all think it's just some people we watch on damn TV? Y'all think that's the government? No, they're working for the government. Okay? They're working for the people. Okay? They are officials. We the people are the government. The United States, the very first contractors were with the people. No people, nothing. Okay, we're the government. You definitely gotta renew that mindset. We are the government. We are the ones that enforce. If we don't enforce, things are gonna go as they are. Okay, that's what's going on. We don't know. We don't know what we're signing. We're children operating business. We think we're supposed to work to pay bills. Okay? All right, now, where can I go to get a full breakdown of this information? I'm sure y'all want to see what the bill looks like. I'm sure y'all really want me to dive into the Bill of Exchange Act. Of course, I can't do it on the live, all right? Of course, my classes may be high for a lot of people, may be cheap for a lot of people. But I do have a class January 20th through the 21st that is going to be online for $50, y'all. Okay, and no, it's not free for the person that's about to say, well, why are you charging us? Because I got to make sure a person is giving something to receive something. Because me just giving out free, trust and believe, it's not going to stick. All right, and if you don't believe me, go learn this and get remedy for yourself and go give out free product. Go ahead. Nobody's stopping you. Nobody's stopping you. There's a reason why there's not nobody. I say, I got the free here. Here, just send this in. Yeah, where they at? Now, people can tap it. I know somebody that's helping for free. Yeah, they're helping for free. Okay? Do they got like just a one process where they can just, hey y'all, just go here, just do this step by step? I don't think so. All right. So I got a class January 20th, January 21st, a 2-day class, 4 hours each. Okay, it's gonna be online, meaning you can watch this anywhere. All right, it's gonna be online. It's gonna be online. It's $50, family. Now again, if you think that's too much, great. Go call up a contract lawyer and see how much they charge for a breach of contract situation. Because that's what all this is. This ain't no chit chat, lemonade stand price type shit. It needs to be free. Everybody needs this information. Yeah, no. Everybody don't need this information. Only readers. I'm only here to come grab the non-readers that don't know that they supposed to be reading. I'm not here to grab everybody. If that was the case, I'd just be on the corner for free every day. Hey, family, come on over. Let me show you how to endorse it. It's not that easy, family. All right, it's not that easy. You know how many people take my class and still can't put it together? And then they be like, man, that shit ain't work. I tried it. Like, so you mean tell me the law doesn't work? Nah, not for people like me and you. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? The law working for me. I never had to goddamn send a picture of what I look like to the law. I know. My documents don't never say what my skin complexion look like. Nah, I don't even have to identify that. I come in a representative capacity. We talk, it's business. Business ain't got no goddamn color. Okay? All right, so if you're working those days, please call out. Please call out. Please call out. Your job is not more important than these 2 days. Please call out. I know it sounds crazy, but we're here to talk to the bosses. We're not here to make something change for people that can't make it because they got to work. We're not here for those people. Okay, we're not here. If you can't make it because of work, you already decided your priorities because you're probably telling yourself, well, I got to put some food on my baby table. Well, I can show you how you can do something where you don't have to do that. You have a right to food, my friend. You have a right to food stamps. But you know how you waive your food stamps? If you're making income. All right, now can I make revenue and not make income? Yes. Just because I don't tell you I make income don't mean I don't make revenue. No scamming. I just got the energy of a scam. I don't know why people associate with it because I just be, I gotta trick people on some real shit. You know, that's crazy. Yeah, I gotta make shit look like it's oh shit, I just cracked the code. Like this is our innate, this is what we're supposed to be damn doing. I gotta make it shit sound like some secretive society shit. Like y'all, we're supposed to be goddamn doing this. Okay, we're supposed to. It's all about wordplay. That's why they give you that application and put you. Hey man, you tell us what's going on. And you're like, well, I make $100,000. I can't just give them my $100,000. Well, all right, well, keep going making your own $100,000 then. You don't got that in a bank account because if you're saying you make that, I know you're spending at least 80% of it on a bill, possibly even 95% on a bill. All right. So I always learned before I could see 100,000. All right. Before I saw 100,000 in my bank account, I used to say, yeah, I make 100,000, but making it and having it, two different things. Seeing it in an account is totally different than looking at it at the end of the year after you do your taxes. Totally different. All right. Trust and believe. Totally different. Okay. So again, you have to remember, it doesn't matter about your job because if you're not getting any valuable consideration and your paycheck is not valuable consideration, my family, okay? It's not. We get our paycheck and we go do what? Cash it. We go and cash it. I gotta go cash my check. You gotta hear the verbiage. I gotta go cash my check. Yeah, my link to purchase my class is in my link in my bio. It should be on TikTok. Should be on TikTok. Should be in the link in my bio. But yeah, we're going over contract law. We're going over breach of contract. What's the elements of breach of contract? We're going over the elements of a contract. We're going over the endorsement process, what the letter of instructions look like. Okay, yeah, a lot of information, y'all. A lot of information. So please call out. Please call out. All right, please. If okay, I know it's gonna be Saturday, Sunday. Your kids might have a game or something. Yeah, go ahead and call out the game. Yeah, go ahead and miss that football game. Okay, yeah. It's that serious, family. It's that serious, okay? It's that serious because you might not get it for 50 again. All right, it might not be 50 again. I know after that weekend, it goes back to regular price. The normal price is $888, family. And we're not here to hear the people that can't afford it say, that's just too high. That's just because you don't understand what's in the class. That's why you're saying that. All right, so it's going to be on January 20th, 21st. All right, well, we're going to start at 12. We're going to start at 12 Eastern both days. 12 Eastern both days. All right, 12 Eastern both days. If you got the previous 888 class, trust and believe there's going to be way more information in this class. This class right here is going to substitute the advanced course. All right. Way more information. Way more information. All right. Now the reason why I say that is because it's impossible to learn really what you need to do through a live through these social medias, y'all. It's very hard. All right. These classes where you get down to the nitty gritty. This is the class where you get down to the literature. You really start reading. Oh God, dang! I didn't even know this. All right, that's where the magic happened at. Okay, actually seeing, going through the Bill of Exchange Act, seeing how Congress is interpreting the bill, how Congress literally gives you the definition of a bill. And it doesn't say going to get a job and pay. A bill is nothing more than a bill of exchange. Meaning when they send us the bill, we're supposed to exchange it. All right? So that's what it is. I'm supposed to be debating this guy named Pocket Watcher Friday. Make sure y'all can tap into that. I'm trying to figure out I can put the link on there, but yeah, we're gonna give his page some love, okay? So we're gonna go over there and take some of his people. That's my whole mission, is to go in his camp and leave out with 3/4 of his troops. Okay, so it's gonna be on Friday, I believe at 9, I believe. I'll make a post. It's gonna be on YouTube. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at mansa mahatha 888. Okay. All right, so you can get that link if you need to sign up for the class. We got 1,500 people already signed up for the class. It's probably more because that's what I seen like a couple of days. I think I seen that yesterday. Matter of fact, it might be more. I haven't checked since, but we're only doing 3,000 tickets. We're only doing 3,000 tickets, just like the last class we did was only 3,000 max. Okay, only 3,000 max. All right, only 3,000 max. We already had about 1,500. Last time I looked at it, we already sold 1,500 tickets. All right, that should show y'all how much folks is really wanting this information. It's always somebody new too. For those that couldn't get into the last class that we did in October, October 22nd, which was 50. All right, for those that couldn't make that, this is your next opportunity. All right, yeah, last class we had 3,000 people in that thing. Okay, nobody speaks. All right, it ain't no just open. All right, it's just me breaking the information down. All right, and I might have questions at the end. All right, so yeah, that's what it is, y'all. Go ahead and let y'all go for the night. Next live will be tomorrow on YouTube. I gotta do this same what we just did today. I'm gonna do it on YouTube tomorrow. All right, so for anybody that missed it, I'm gonna put that on YouTube, and I think I should be able to post my lives on YouTube. All right, so I'm gonna do the same spiel on YouTube. So for those that didn't catch it from the beginning, all right, make sure you sign up for the class. It's only $50, y'all. What do you have to lose, family? It's $50. I promise you, you're not gonna regret it. It's gonna be people in there that's some agents, some people that just don't like me. All right. I still welcome them because whether you don't like me or not, you still need to get this information. Because if you ain't got no remedy, you definitely can't say much to me. All right, if you ain't read nothing, you most definitely can't say nothing to me. And a lot of people that are leading these groups, they don't like me because they really don't got no remedy. And I'm barking up their trees. Really, I don't even look at them as trees. I look at them more as stumps because it's like it's only a matter of time for the real, authentic information is brought to people the right way. All right, and I made sure I was gonna do that. All right, and I'm never gonna change that aspect of how I teach. It's always gonna be aggressive. It's always gonna be straightforward. All right, I played basketball, played football, led the nation in interception when I was 11th grade. All right, so yeah, I played. Yeah, you feel me? Like it was. I'm a sports person all the way, all through and through. So I don't had coaches that literally ain't with no bullshit. Okay, meaning you gonna be in the gym, you gonna work. All right, and I expect the same thing from me, my peers, and also anybody that plans on following me. All right, because I think that you're only as strong as your followers. A lot of people got a lot of followers, but those followers are non-readers, and I don't want a bunch of people following me that's not reading. Imagine a following of readers. Oh my goodness. Imagine. What? Imagine that. All right. So that's what I see. That's what I'm trying to build. And I'm gonna build that, and it's already being built. Y'all see a lot of people get beat up in these comments. Not physically TikTok, not physically TikTok. Not physically, I shouldn't even said that. A lot of people get jumped on in the DMs. Well, not DMs, by the comments, by informed people. All right, you can't really say some crazy like, man, that stuff don't work, that stuff cap. You gonna at least see 2 or 3, 4 people hop on your head right then and right there, like, what you done read? You ain't read nothing, and you gonna be looking like, man, what? He got y'all brainwashed. He got y'all brainwashed. And like, nah, we ain't brainwashed. All right, we washed our brains. That's what happened. We ain't brainwashed. We done washed our brains. Our brains was dirty. Our mentality was cloudy. We had to read to wash it. All right, so when they be talking about that status correction, you got to correct your status. No, you got to correct your capacity. You know how many people I know they authenticate their birth certificate, they still don't know what to do with the bill? You know how many people I know they done sent that to the Secretary of State, done did that, still don't know what to do with the bill? You know how many people talk about trust? Oh, I operate out of trust. So what, goofball? You still got to deal with bills out of trust? They act like the trust just don't deal with bills. Like there's still a bill somewhere. Do you know what to do with the bill? Oh no, I just operate out of trust. What the fuck does that mean? That's why I don't follow nobody. Nobody, y'all. Like 9 out of 10 of these folks is chumps. All right, that's why a lot of them trying to group up against me. They chumps. Chumps gonna group with chumps. I've been seen it. All right, I've been seen it. All right, like I say, I'm sure y'all gonna see more posts about me like this guy right here, because they hate the way I be talking. They hate it. They hate that shit. I be like, man, forget that credit repair, because how you teaching law and credit repair? How I'm gonna tell you to accept the bill? On the other end, I'm telling you to remove something off your credit. Make it make sense. And you got people following, oh, they're good. They helped me build my credit up. Well, have you endorsed any bills yet? Yeah, you got that removed off your credit report. Have you endorsed it? Did you get your money back? Because all you did was remove evidence. We don't even talk about the credit report. That shit don't even get, man. The credit report is like the Channel 5 news. Some people watch it, some people don't. It's only important to the uninformed. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, from now on, you need to look at your credit report like the news because it only affects the uninformed. I got the right to credit. I can't be judged by a credit report. What? You said that I owe them. What the fuck that got to do with me and you? What the fuck that got to do with that application I gave you? You worry about me not accepting my money over there. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about them. I just ain't accepted that money yet. Don't worry about that. But what about me and you, Bank of America? What about us? What about the application? What about the security collateral I gave you, Bank of America? Let's talk about that. You worry about them. You worry about what I done did with T-Mobile and got. Forget them. Okay, I just ain't collected that money yet. That's okay. That's it. I just ain't collected that money yet. Yeah, equal credit opportunity act says nothing about credit scores. Yeah, how can I owe when I'm the creditor? Because they can say you owe when you don't know what's going on because you're gonna be fighting that like I need to remove this off my credit report. They're saying I owe 5,000. As long as I remove that, I can have a higher credit score so I can go get me a car. So I can go pay on the car note. Will your class give us step-by-step process to remedy? No. No one can give you remedy, my friend. Will my class give you the tools? Definitely. Most definitely. Some people may just be missing one tool. All right. Yeah, you definitely gonna have to study. You can't just take a class and then say, "Oh, I'm ready to send it in." No, after the class, you're gonna then now the studying time starts. Now it's time to read. Let me read what this brother told me to read. Okay, he said, but let's change that. We went over this. He said, oh, he already broke this down. Let me read this over and over again. Okay, let me read some things that's correlates with this. I bet. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just, no, I'm going to take the class and I should be ready, man, because I'm tired of paying these bills. Like, this, another thing, this is not for nobody that's in a desperate situation. One thing is almost impossible to learn this from a desperate situation. Meaning, if you're facing a 24-hour notice on your door right now and you don't know any of this, I'm here to let you know. Just go ahead and pay whatever they say you owe, or figure out some type of payment plan. All right, do whatever you have to do. Okay, all right, because you're not going to learn this in the time that you need to enforce this. A lot of people try to wait last minute. Oh, hey, they're about to take my car. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I'm like, man, I can tell you what you do, but you're not gonna overstand it. You're just gonna be okay, man. Thank you. Like, hey, yo, come back. I'm not done. You know what I'm saying? He ran out, send us up here. Hey, bro, they didn't work. They said this. I'm like, man, I ain't got time for that. Well, you better go hide your car or something. Facts. Better go hide the car. Better go park that motherfucker somewhere. Go park the car, hide the keys, man. Start like until you figure this shit out. All right? Okay? Because you got to know how to build a case. And building a case isn't just going off what somebody told you. Okay? You got to actually know what's going on, family. All right? Somebody said, how do I tell the city I don't owe them anything? Well, you don't tell them you don't owe anything. That's the one word you don't want to say. You do owe an obligation to accept. See, that's the key. You can't say, I don't owe any. You owe an obligation. That obligation isn't to pay, but it is to perform. Okay, there's a difference. You're not obligated to pay. They're obligated to pay, but you're obligated to perform. You're not supposed to say, hey, I don't owe y'all nothing, better give me my money. No. You got to perform. Somebody said we won't be labeled as insurrectionist or something. I don't even know what that is. But even if they did say it was, I'd be like, I just ignored it. Hey, I'm here to accept it. I don't know what y'all talking about, T-Mobile. Y'all said I was an insurrectionist. I don't know what that is. But T-Mobile, I'm not that, but moving forward, please do not call me that. I'm here to accept the principal's balance here on behalf of the principal. I am the agent. Okay, I'm the representative. You have 5 business days to follow the above instructions. If you don't submit in writing in 5 business days of any discrepancies, I can go ahead and assume that our negotiations are accepted or the instructions above have been completed. I'm just kind of switching around because I want folks to kind of graft it themselves because it's simply a conversation. Simply a conversation. It don't got to be a special way. It ain't got to be for certain font. None of that. This is a simple letter to the CFO coming from the CFO. You got to remember, you're the chief officer of your corporation. That's why we got to send it to the CFO. CFO to CFO. All right. Somebody said Spectrum don't communicate either. They just be ignoring. Yeah, they can ignore you because you don't know how to really talk to them. You gotta learn how to sue. That's the problem, y'all. I would ignore somebody too if they didn't know how to sue. Why would they respond to you? Why would I respond to you if I know you don't know how to sue me? Really think about that. Yeah, I remember you gotta take yourself out your emotional standpoint and put yourself in everybody's shoes. And then you'll see why everybody's treating you like that. Alright? And everybody's gonna treat anybody like that. If they don't know how to sue, they're gonna ignore you. No, if you don't know how to sue, they'll ignore you. They're gonna look at these bills. Like, we don't set this foreign payment. You gonna send this law showing them why they got accepted? It was like, oh no, we don't set this for it. Then they gonna stop talking to you. Now that person that's literally got their hopes of, oh my God, it's working. They sent this back, and I'm like, what did they say? Oh, but they didn't accept it, but they did send it to court. I'm like, all right then, what are you talking about? But that shows you people get excited by small little movements when really that's nothing. Okay, yes, you want to utilize a fee schedule when suing because you got to get paid for your attorney fees because you're operating as pro se. Operate for yourself. All right, but yeah, family, that's what it is. A lot of information. It's a lot of information. We could keep going. All right, that just shows you just a fraction of the information. As you can see, I can't merely say this much on no 1 minute video on these. Y'all see people like, man, they say all this stuff in me 1 minute. They don't break it down. Da, da, da. How can we possibly break it down when we get 1 minute reels? How? Impossible. That's why I say be children saying shit like, they don't never say anything. They don't never explain. No, you want folks to just be on here for hours and hours for free. You should want to do this for free. I mean, like, what? Like, there's people walking around that's like this. That shit is crazy, yo. You should want to do it for free. I had somebody tell me that before. You should want to do this for free. I said, damn. I'm glad you ain't God. Because God never said do a motherfucking thing for free. God taught me equal consideration. What? Yeah, fact. They be tagging folks. I'm like, that's great. Respect to anybody that's doing free, but they be like, you need to be more like. I'm like, you need to be more like. Get the hell out. All right, that's what you need to be more like. Don't let that dough hit you. I literally tell people what to read for free. Bill of Exchange Act, Section K Act, 1666, Federal Reserve Act, Section 16. That's literally what we go over in the class. Man, folks love saying, now you need to be more like that. I'm like, man, kudos to anybody giving it for free. I never signed up for this. No, and I never will. I never will. Never. I don't think people honor free things. Now, kudos for the people that gives it for free because they got an amazing heart. Me personally, I don't think there's enough good people out here to give it for free. Me personally. That's my outlook on it. I don't think there's enough self-investors. You know what I'm saying? Time is definitely money. My time is valuable. My time ain't cheap. My time is not cheap. I look like talking to folks all day for free. Just help people. Like, damn, when do I get something? They're like, you're in it for the game. Yeah, goofball. I'm here to get something. What Denzel say? I ain't here for nothing. I'm leaving here with something. Goddamn. Like, they always want to take. I'm like, yeah, you right. And I give. Pause. What you talking about? What you talking about? You don't know. If this is real, why don't you let people endorse your class? Do they know how to cash that endorsement in? Am I with the Security Exchange Commissioner? All right. Do I have 500 employees? No, I don't. No. This is not a consumer credit transaction. Your consumer credit transaction comes when you use your credit card and you endorse your credit card. Okay, it has to be equitable to me. You sending me some endorsed bill, then say I want to use this for the class. You don't need my class. But let me get this straight. You want me to tell you? Wait a minute. You want me to put you in the class and then say send me an endorsed bill? Hey, real spill. People think like that. They're like, yeah. If you really want to help, yeah. There's people out here that needs this. And I don't think nobody needs this that don't want to read. Me personally, I don't give a damn. What? I don't give a damn. You really gonna let me be homeless? I don't give a damn. You let yourself go homeless. That eviction paper said you got 5 days to respond why you feel like you shouldn't be evicted. You the one that ain't read nothing. You the one that's running around looking for the rent money. You the one that didn't read the document that was placed on your door. You the one that snatched it off and threw it away because you was embarrassed. You the one that stressed out. Okay? So your emergency is not my emergency. Straight up. Yeah, this class definitely gonna open up the Pandora box. Okay, definitely. You get this class, it's gonna open up your world. Trust and believe. No doubt in my mind. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. It's no doubt. That's guaranteed. All right, guaranteed. Only way if you take my class and if you already heard all of it before, that means you got remedy. Because ain't no way you taking my class and saying, oh, I already knew all this. Because I'm going to be like, well, why the fuck you ain't got remedy? Okay, why you ain't got remedy? All right. So, appreciate everybody for tapping in. That's just a little glimpse of what we do at HCA. The information is straightforward. The information is useful. The information is efficient. All right, but you have to use your Jack and Jills. You got to use your Jack and Jills, okay? All right, you got to Jack and Jill up that hill. All right, the top of a mountain is the bottom of another mountain. All right, so it's never no, I'm at the top and I'm cool. No, my friend. No, my friend. Okay? So make sure y'all keep that in mind. All right. For the things we went over tonight, for those that took notes, please go over that information. Timeless, time and time again. All right. Trust me, if you ain't got the 50, go find $50. Trust and believe. You got 19 days. If you can't come up with $50, you just say you just don't want it bad enough. You don't want it bad enough. That's all. You don't want it. You don't want it. You don't want it, man. You don't want it. You don't want it. All right. So for those that want more information, go to my Instagram, mansa mahatha 888. Okay, mansa mahatha 888, and go on my page. Start from the top, work your way to the bottom. All right. If you can't afford any class, again, we're not here to beat anybody down. They can't grab the class. We know everybody has their own situation, but we do understand that a lot of people do not sacrifice. A lot of people do make excuses. All right. But if you come over to my page on Instagram, you'll be able to watch hours on hours of me breaking this information down. All right, but if you want to get a better put together process step by step, all right, it's definitely gonna have to get that in the classroom. All right, but yeah, without further ado, y'all, peace and love and peace. All right, make sure y'all share. Sharing is caring, and we also know